Hey guys, so today is the day that I plan to practice tattooing. I'm going to tattoo myself. There's a lot of different opinions on what is the proper way to go about learning how to tattoo. I'm just going to let you guys know in advance that I am not going about it in the traditional sense. So take everything that I do and say with a grain of salt. I'm definitely not someone that you should take advice from when it comes to tattooing. For those of you guys who watched my previous video, you now know that I went through an apprenticeship, but I never completed my apprenticeship. So the knowledge that I have about tattooing is limited. I definitely have knowledge of tattooing, but it's not going to be anywhere near as someone who's been tattooing for like 20 years. So just take everything that I do and say as just like entertainment purposes. Don't take it as like the gospel or anything like that. Don't take anything that I say seriously. Just this video is just for entertainment. Okay, so all right, so that's out of the way. Some artists would say there's absolutely no reason to practice tattooing on yourself, and other artists would say there's nothing wrong with it. In my opinion, I feel like I would much rather practice tattooing on myself first. I would much rather do something wrong on myself than on someone else. And also I think it's really important, if not one of the most important parts, is being able to monitor the healing process of the tattoo, because you can totally apply a really awesome tattoo, but if you didn't apply it correctly, that can really detriment the healing of the tattoo. So that's the part that I'm the most nervous about, is the healing, I feel. I mean, I'm nervous about all of it, but I think I'm mostly nervous about how is it going to heal though. so that's going to be like the main reason why I'm practicing on myself. Another reason is just because I want a tattoo. Yeah. I feel like it's like sort of like a rite of passage or something. Like you have to tattoo yourself. Like, how do you really know what you're doing to other people unless you do it to yourself? I guess it doesn't really matter. I think I just probably want a tattoo, and I'd just rather do it to myself first. So this is what I'm gonna do today. I have my reference image that I would like to tattoo ready to go. I just have to print it out and do up my stencil and get started. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm using. So pro tip, something that I've heard is when your client comes in, figure out the spot that they want the tattoo on and moisturize it when they get there. So then while you're prepping for everything, their skin has a chance to like get nice and supple and plump. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but I heard that it's helpful. So right now I'm gonna moisturize my thigh, and then I'm gonna get everything going. So I'm making two separate images. One is going to be more defined, which is going to make it easier for me to make a stencil. The other image, I'm making it so the shadows are a bit darker and the contrast is higher, so his features will be more prominent. So I'm going to print that out now. So here I have 4 images. The first 2 are way too dark, but I should definitely reference this when I'm working because it's better to tattoo it dark because it's gonna lighten up when it heals. So I'm gonna save these 2 pictures for looking at as reference, but I'm going to use one of these for a stencil. I'm trying to see which one is allowing me to see all of the lines. This one's probably better. This one's kind of washed out. All right. So I'm going to use this as my stencil. I get rid of the yellow. Wait, I have it like. Get rid of the yellow. And I don't need that. So I'm going to start my stencil and I'm going to cross-check it just by lifting it like that. I'm just using a mechanical pencil. Alright, so I finished my stencil. It looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to cut it out. So I'm gonna put the stencil on right now, and then I'm gonna set up my station. I have to put it on standing up. I don't want to put it where all the fat is because it's like, it's gonna be all warped. So I'm gonna put it somewhere where it's not so. Right here is good. Alright, so I put some ointment on my thigh before I started everything. So now I'm just going to take some green soap. The green soap that I'm using this green soap. It's Tattoo Revive. I shaved this morning, so. Then I got this Tattoo Revive antibacterial spray. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Alright, so I'm gonna put it. I don't like this much. It's probably too much. Maybe this is like not a good spot for a first tattoo because it's so warped. Maybe I should put it further up, like right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it up here. It's not warped as much from like the loose skin and fat, so I guess if I put it up here, it's probably better. And also that part of skin doesn't move around as much as it does down there. Alright, well that doesn't really matter. So let's do this again. Try this again. that's good. Alright, so I'm gonna let this dry and I'm gonna go ahead and set up my station. So I'm using this Mega Does solution. I'm just gonna let that sit for like 5 minutes. That stuff is so strong. Jeez. Like I think this shit's like toxic. Holy shit.
the power line down the street. I find you bundled up, waiting for me to light you up.
I think I'm just nervous because there's like pain involved and it's also like a permanent thing. So I'm just like, oh boy. I didn't feel this way when I was tattooing the fake skin.
wasted all our time away from everything that's bittersweet.
Okay, so I'm all set up now. That took forever. But I just want to make sure I did it right. I'm pretty sure I did it right. Okay, so I got quadrant needles and Da Vinci needles. My quadrant needles I'm using is a 25 3-round line. They're 25s. This is a 3-round liner, quadrant, and then I have 1-round liners. This is 30, and these two are bug pin. This is a 11 curve mag and a 5 curve mag. 5 curve mag. I figure I might not even need all of that, but I'm just gonna use it because I'm gonna have it on my station. So I'm just assuming that I'm going to use it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why am I doing this? I'm so nervous. But I can't be a virgin forever. Not that kind of virgin. That ship has sailed a long time ago. I'm probably not gonna film myself like this tattooing myself because you can't see the tattoo, and I need to use my tablet. I need to use my tablet for reference, so I'm gonna just use this camera to record the actual tattoo being tattooed. So I'm starting off with a 1-round liner and like the second to lightest gray wash because I'm scared that I'm gonna fuck it up from the beginning. So I'm gonna start off slow. So, all right. This is fun! Oh, wow! This is really fun! Oh my gosh, it doesn't really hurt. Alright, let me get like a darker, let me just use black. Now I'm gonna use dark gray wash. Oh, wow! I need my glasses, I can't really see. My old mentor, he told me you're supposed to wear glasses because he said that it's not like a spoken rule, but when he takes his glasses off after a session, they're filthy, like speckles of stuff all over his glasses. So he said you should wear glasses, so I might put my glasses on. Quit putzing around, and I'm gonna quit putzing around. I'm gonna take you and put you close to me. Need some tape.
say goodbye. In my dreams, we were meant to be, but everything feels wrong, just doesn't feel.
Okay, so right now it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I had to stop to make dinner and put my son to sleep. So I'm kind of concerned because it's very red. I'm gonna show you. I think I was tattooing for like less than 3 hours. It couldn't have been 3 hours. I'll check the footage, but it was not that long that I was tattooing for. And I experienced like a lot of redness, so I just messaged my old mentor to ask him about it, but until I get a response, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this. If I would take a guess at what the problem is why it's so red, I think it has to do with my hand speed, like the speed at which my hand is moving the machine and to what voltage that I'm using. So I'm going to play around with that over the next few tattoos that I do and see if that's what the problem is. But I'm gonna also see what he has to say. But yeah, like it's like really red and it's pretty hot. I haven't got tattooed in so long, so I don't really remember what it's supposed to look like. I don't. Anyway, so let's finish this off. It's getting like super late. I just want to finish off any details that I could get into it, and then I just want to add some white and I'll be done. I would say that for next time I definitely don't need 4 needles. I could probably get away with 3. I don't think that I needed, like, I didn't need the 7 curve mag. I didn't even use it. I didn't even use it.
It just doesn't feel right. Just doesn't feel right. Just doesn't feel right.
You see how red it is? I can't really see much gray tone in it. And it just looks... It looks like I definitely did something very wrong. I'll send him... I'm just gonna finish this and I'm gonna send him pictures of it. And I'm gonna wait for him to respond and maybe he can tell me what might have been wrong here. At this point, it's like I left it for so long that just going back over this, it just hurts like a motherfucker. And like, I feel like this is dumb. Like, I feel like what I'm doing is stupid. Because it makes no sense to go back over something that I let sit. Like, the skin is so inflamed and irritated. I can always just let this thing heal and I can just touch it up after I figure out what's going on. After I speak to my old mentor, I'm just gonna take whatever advice he is willing to share with me, and I'm just gonna let it heal. Okay, and then after it heals, I can easily just go back over it. Like, it's not a big deal. I don't have to like finish the tattoo in one sitting. Like, it's just my first tattoo application. It's not like mandatory to complete the tattoo within his first session. So I'm just gonna do the white ink right now, just a little bit, and then I will just wrap it up. I mean, I don't know why I expect for my first tattoo to be even remotely legible, or even, I don't know what I was expecting. But yeah, so I'm glad that I did that. First one down, many more to come. I'm gonna get somebody actually to practice on, because it's gonna probably make a huge difference if I just practice on someone else instead of myself. Because if I practice on somebody else, I can actually see probably what I'm doing, and I can actually work probably more efficiently than like what I just did. So like when I look at it from this angle, it looks like not that bad. But then when I took a picture of it, oh my god. Like it looks like scratches are scratching. Chicken scratch. What are you doing? So yeah. But I mean, it's the first time that I put needles to skin, so there's definitely some base, like, fundamentals that I don't even have, like blending and stuff like that. Like the fake skin obviously is a lot different than real skin, so that's why they say the fake skin is just good. They say the fake skin is just helpful for getting down some technique, but it's not like tattooing on real skin. So it sucks, but it's fine. I'm sure every tattoo I'm gonna get better and better and better, but I have to start somewhere. So that was an experience. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen, how it heals. Am I gonna get infected? Is my leg gonna fall off? That's to be determined. I'm really tired. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna use this on there, and then I'm gonna just go to sleep. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. And I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, you guys, so it's the next day. I just want to say that I spoke to my old mentor. I don't think I should call him my old mentor. I feel like that's not nice. Like, he used to be my mentor, but I can still ask him for help if I need to. But he's not my mentor because he's not like officially my mentor, but he's more like my friend. But if I say I spoke to my friend, you guys are gonna be like, why is your friend giving you tattoo advice? So I guess I should say I spoke to my mentor. I don't know what I should call him, but he said that he thinks the redness, I was asking him, does he think that my tattoo looks like that because my hand speed compared to the voltage of the power supply, that's the reason why it's so red? Or does he think that it's because maybe it's my green soap, because I think that I made the green soap mixture too concentrated? And he said that he took a seminar with Yogi Barrett. I guess I should probably like insert in maybe like a picture of Yogi's Instagram so you can see his work. But he took a seminar with Yogi, he said, and he said that Yogi said that don't use green soap when you're tattooing. So my mentor said that he only uses green soap in the beginning when he is cleaning up the skin before he applies the stencil. He said while he's tattooing, he only uses distilled water. So he thinks that that's probably why it's so irritated and red, is because of the green soap. So I think that is probably true. So next tattoo I do, which is going to be sometime this week, I'm just not going to use green soap while I'm tattooing, and hopefully that will sort of alleviate some of the redness in the tattoo. Right now it's been maybe like 6 hours, 7 hours shy of 24 hours with the bandage on. So tonight I'll take the bandage off and then I'll wash it, and then I'll let it like air dry for a bit, and then I'll probably put another bandage on for a few days and then take it off and then wash it and let it just dry, and I'll put like a very, very, very tiny amount of ointment on it. Once it finishes healing, I will then go ahead and retouch it and finish the tattoo like in its entirety. So sorry I'm using a filter, like, but I look crazy right now. I have makeup on. I just want to say that I feel like after like recapping everything that I did yesterday, the biggest mistakes that I made was stopping for that large period of time. Secondly, the green soap. Third, I really could not see what I was doing. I was like trying so hard to see my reference photo and see my tattoo, but like the placement that I put the tattoo in, it's like trying to see it was difficult. It was challenging, and I don't think that I did a good job with it, but it's not the biggest deal. I can always go back and fix it. I feel like it'll be drastically different when I do that on someone else, because I can get close up to it and I can actually see the strokes that I'm putting into the skin. Because when I was tattooing myself, I really could not see what marks I was making when I was applying it. Like I was just hoping that it was good, and like each stroke, it just got so inflamed. So I think that I'll be able to understand more when I do it on somebody else, which is later this week. I said that already, but so my next tattoo, I'll be able to practice more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry, this is like another day. This is the day that I'm editing this whole video. I also want to say that another huge mistake that I made was the way that I worked around my stencil. Like the stencil, you're supposed to start from the bottom and work your way up, but like I just kept wiping and I just lost my stencil within like 10-15 minutes into the tattoo. So I just kind of had to just use my artistic eye to create the portrait just that I thought it would be. I don't know how else to say that. Like I basically lost my stencil, so that made a huge difference in how the tattoo looks. So next tattoo, I'm going to be really, really careful about making sure I at least do like blood lining the stencil. If anything, blood lining, if you don't know what that means, it's just basically running over the stencil lines with either the lightest of inks or no ink, so I don't lose my stencil. Losing my stencil is probably one of the worst things that happened to me during that, so next time I will make sure that that does not happen again. So I learned a lot doing this tattoo on myself. It's a little hard to see it because the glare from the bandage, but this is the first day after it. It's kind of hard to see it because the glare from the wrap, but I'm gonna take this off tonight and wash it, and I'll just put a fresh one. So now you can kind of see what it looks like.